The Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria held a conference in Abuja on Tuesday. The theme of the conference was Matters Arising from 2023 Election and Associated Socioeconomic Challenges. The president of the Supreme Council for Sharia, while making his address in the conference, said that they supported Muslim ticket of the APC with the hope that Nigerians will enjoy dividends of democracy. But more than 7 months in, things have become worse. He said, quote, "The Nigeria of today is too bad. What we were buying at 200 naira before is now 2,000 naira. We have scarcity of naira and unemployment is escalating. Nigerians are not enjoying the new government at all. I don't want to go personal, but the Sharia Council helped the Muslim ticket to be successful. We campaigned and supported this government until it came to power, but we are suffering. Some of the ministers are siphoning and looting the treasury. I don't want to mention any name, but we have all seen and read it. Nigerians have been suffering since the last 7 months when this government came to power. We are not making any progress. The reason for the Muslim ticket was to progress, triumph, succeed, and to have a good government, but we didn't have anything. See how Nigerians are suffering. No money, no progress. We have not enjoyed anything since 7 months of this government. We are sympathetic with this government, but the way forward is for some of these ministers to go home and rest, and we will find other people who will be honest with themselves and the country. Those who are there to work, not to loot the country." Unquote. This is reality calling, but no matter your political leaning or bias, this Sheikh is talking facts. Yes, the only problem is that people shouldn't be voting based on religion and ethnicity. Many politicians don't actually believe in religion. Yes, forget the fact that they use religion to deceive people and garner votes. This is because going by the way they conduct themselves in office, the high corruption and stealing and the hardship that citizens experience, they don't show any empathy at all. People who do this can't be said to believe in any religion because looking at what most religions teach people, to care for one another, do not steal, and many other teachings, they do not follow any of them. It is only when they need the votes that they remember religion. People should understand that politicians are like salesmen or marketers. They will employ all sorts of tactics and strategies in order to sell their products. What differentiates them is character. Some of them are trustworthy. They will always honor agreements, but unfortunately, majority of them are just there for themselves. They don't care what is happening by the roadside, whether people are feeding or not, whether people are suffering in poverty, they don't care. So Nigerians should play smarter next time. Do not vote for anybody because he's of the same religion with you or he's of the same ethnicity. Always vote for someone based on his capacity to deliver good governance. Politics should be taken more seriously. We know that the votes in many cases do not count, but it is human beings that make them not to count. If no INEC official or party official rig elections in favor of a corrupt politician, then votes might start to count. Even politicians that didn't campaign received substantial votes from people just because of religion. Tinubu, for instance, in his campaign in Kanu, didn't make any promises. He didn't tell the massive crowd that received him what he will do differently to turn things around, unlike Buhari. He just told them, "I want to dance." And he started dancing. After the dance, he left the campaign ground.
Today, I've come home to Kano. All I want to do is dance. I want music.
So it's time people took politics seriously. Like the Sheikh mentioned the high cost of living, this is why people must pay attention to the person that want to lead them. During campaigns, people must ask questions because there's no market where Muslims or Christians alone go to shop. The market is for everyone. We all experience the high price of goods. The inflation affects everyone. So no need to be voting based on the person's religion or ethnicity. There's still time for people to learn because at the end of the day, when the person gets to office, all his policies will affect everyone, irrespective of the person's religion or ethnicity. There's still time for people to learn. This doesn't mean that all votes they got were lawful votes, but by the time another election cycle is here, people might have understood that there's a need to respect Nigeria's diversity. There's no need playing religious politics, especially when the people involved are not even competent to deliver basic services and, set things right. It seems many people didn't learn a lot of lessons during Buhari's administration. Buhari being a military general, he should have solved security challenges in Nigeria, but he didn't do it. The overflow of insecurity has come into this new administration, and they are doing a bad job about it. They're not even acknowledging the insecurity in the first place. Many things are happening around the country, especially in the middle belt. No solution in sight, and they are not even ready to allow the people to defend themselves. So people should understand that religion is not the solution. The solution is the capacity, the competence of the person involved, the character of the person, not his religion. We are first of all humans before we start talking about religion.
Something is really wrong. We have to think. I can't believe this. How can somebody justify to me and tell me that 500 cows being moved, nobody will trace their steps, no dust, and they disappear? And you tell me former director, NSO, another, former director, NSA, another, former NSA, another, director military intelligence, former, another. Yet something is wrong.
So people should wise up next time. No need trying to play superior in a country that is multi-ethnic and multi-religious. Religion does not determine the intelligence of anyone. It doesn't determine how smart a person will be. Smartness is gotten by education. The more educated someone is, the more likely he is to be very smart, coupled with experience. So these are the factors. These are the main things people should be looking at during elections. They should be able to study the candidates, not try to vote based on sentiments. Maybe he can do it. Governance is not rocket science, but at least the person must have the experience. He must have the good intention. If someone is hoping to spend billions of naira or even $1 billion to buy everything buyable in order to be called His Excellency, you do not expect that person to work in the common man's interest. He will first of all recover his investment. Yes, to them it is business. When a businessman makes an investment, he's hoping to recover his investment. So when such a politician gets to power, he will first of all recover his investment with interest. Yes, you don't run business as a charity. When you make investment, a profit must be on top of it. You recover your capital and your profit. So they are in that phase right now. Let's watch and see what will happen in the next election cycle, whether many people must have learned their lessons, or maybe they will say, okay, let's try again. For the next 4 years, they have convinced us that they will do things differently. Is it not Nigeria? It's a very strange country. People can do anything for money. Thanks for watching.
357, 358, 359, 360.